So there are different stories. First, rumors started circulating that Vivek will be stepping down from Doge, Department of Governmental Efficiency, if I'm not mistaken. And they're like, yeah, no, I don't think that's happening. Well, then it's like, well, he's stepping down because he's running for governor. Oh, okay. So he's stepping down because he's a governor. He's running for governor. Then when you hear Vivek talk about it, and Vivek talk about it on Fox, story says where Vivek even quotes it. I think there's a tweet where he says, "It was my honor to help support the creation of Doge. I'm confident that Elon and team will succeed in streamlining government. I'll have more to say very soon about my future plans in Ohio. Most importantly, we're all in to help President Trump make America great again." So that is a quote from him, I think a day ago or a couple days ago, right? And then while I'm on Will Cain's show, he asked me a question about, Trump wants Vivek to consider running for Senate. I think somebody wanted him to consider running for Senate. I said, I don't think he's a Senate guy. I think he's more an executive guy. He needs to be governor over being Senate. And now conversations are coming up about him running for governor. Tom, your thoughts. Do you think this is because of him running for governor that this is stepping down? Do you think there's conflicts between him and Musk? Do you think it just didn't work out? Because Trump also 2 days ago said that Vivek is still going to be a Doge. But there's a few different stories here coming out from different people. Tom.
So I see two angles here. First of all, could Vivek been involved with Doge and at the same time be looking at a vulnerable seat to run as a GOP candidate? Yes, he could. Absolutely could. How much is Doge an appointed position, like an ambassador? Ambassadors sometimes keep their businesses running, keep things going on the side, and they're also an ambassador. Could he have been working on Doge and be governor? I think he probably could have. That's one side of it. That's the rational explanation. The other side I look at it is, he's really an alpha, and Elon Musk is an alpha. And Ramaswamy, you see the way he opened up the debate, how direct he was. He's a guy that doesn't mince words and is unafraid to turn it up to 11 and come after you. And the rumors we hear, may have worn out his welcome. Well, maybe they kind of banged heads a little bit. So I hear all that and I go, you know what? That kind of makes sense to me. And the fact that the governor's seat's open, and let's face it, they need somebody, Pat, in these seats. And right now, Trump and others are picking draft picks to run for key seats. And so they go, you're in Ohio, you're right there, so why don't you go and do it? So I think there's a little bit of truth on both, that probably, another alpha guy, maybe two alphas together didn't quite get it. And hey, we also need a draft pick, so why don't we make this easy transition? And I don't know, I had not read it, but you mentioned something as we were about to go on, that you had seen something where Vivek said something.
Yeah, no, the conversations when you hear what's going on Twitter and some people behind closed doors is, the fact that after his comments on H1B Visa, that got, I think it was 150, it's his most viewed tweet of all time.
Yep.
150 million views of people that saw his tweet, right?
The wrong way to say it, what he did.
What he said, it really pissed a lot of people off, and that was kind of the moment of, what do we do with him? Do we kind of step away? That's what some people are saying. Now, he's going to clarify and probably say it had nothing to do with that, but it is what it is.
I was just going to say that, and just to remind people, what he said was that American culture has started valuing mediocrity instead of excellence. Now, I don't know about you guys. Americans don't like hearing that crap. Okay, so I think that to me played a big part. I do like the alpha versus alpha as well, Tom, because if you think about it, Elon is good. He could probably do this by himself with a team. They'll probably put somebody else in there to run it. I mean, the idea is pretty obvious. You know what I mean? Department of Government Efficiency. Just we're going to be cutting a lot of corners. But it is kind of weird though, Pat. Did you guys even really see Vivek this entire week that we've been here? I saw him once, Rob. Maybe I saw him walking at the inauguration. But it is kind of obvious that once you're out of that little limelight, I didn't hear him make a speech. We were at the Capital One. I saw everybody. We saw Kash Patel. We saw everybody spoke except good song. Everybody spoke except Vivek. So I kind of feel like, and going to your point, Tom, if there's a governorship or a Senate seat That's, to me, that's more important than just an agency
Adam.
that they're starting from scratch.
Look, I mean, we saw Vivek. We also saw the fake Vivek who was hanging out with us that one day, our buddy. But look, you said maybe 6 months ago, maybe a year ago, that the number one draft pick in the GOP, in your opinion, was Vivek. And I agree. I just don't think that's the case anymore. I think now that Trump is officially the president, J.D. Vance is the guy. He's going to be next in line. I don't want to count my chickens before they hatch, but come 2028, you know, if you're Vivek, you could pretty much do kind of whatever you want to do at this point. By the way, how many people genuinely knew Vivek Ramaswamy's name 1 year ago?
Not that many.
Not many. And then boom, has anybody catapulted to the forefront of American culture, American politics, American business more than Vivek Ramaswamy in the last year? I would say no. We all know Trump. We all knew of J.D. Vance a little bit. He was a senator. We've all known some of these people. We knew Elon, certainly. But Vivek? So now you're talking about, should he become a senator? Nah, beneath me. All right, well, that's pretty interesting.
Spending his money on a real campaign.
Yeah, put his money where his mouth is, no doubt. Should
I
I
do
become a
think it's
governor?
I do think it's beneath him. Not beneath him.
Yeah,
I think
he's
he's
bigger
a
than
one.
that.
I think he's bigger
I
than
agree.
that. Yes.
Should I become a governor? Governor of one state. By the way, Doge, what do you think they're paying him to run Doge if they were him and the two-headed monster Elon Musk?
Who knows?
Nothing. I mean, not much. It's not even a government actual position, so they sort of made it up. So, by the way, if you asked me straight up 2 weeks ago, a month ago, who would actually be running Doge between Elon, the richest man in the world, who's running a dozen other companies, or Vivek, one of the smartest guys we've ever known, certainly a billionaire, but not a half a trillionaire, I'd say probably Vivek, because he could probably dedicate more time. By the way, I think he has 2 kids where Elon has, I think,
He's
a
probably having one right now.
I don't know. So I would say Vivek, but I don't know. Something's going on there. But don't forget, and Pat, you would know this maybe more than anybody. It's not like Vivek has long-lasting relationships with anybody. Nobody knew Vivek a year ago. Straight up, everyone knew Elon. So I don't know if they're jockeying for position, jockeying for power, if they can't coexist. I don't know if Trump has any loyalty to Vivek. I don't know. Doesn't really know him. They certainly chose J.D. Vance over him. They're both from Ohio. I think they went to law school right around the same time. But what I know about Vivek, he is so smart. He is so talented. Whatever he ends up doing, he's going to be just fine.
Yeah. So I think, while I was at the Starlight, I spoke to a lot of different people who were approaching me, and some of the guys that are heavyweight names that you all know who they are. Some are in the policy space. Some are on TV. You see them. And, what do you want? Let me tell you Vivek this, and let me tell you Vivek that, and let me tell you Vivek this. I'm like, listen, relax, okay? Whether you want to call this a fumble or stumble or whatever word, what are these words that people say, Tom, like when you're on your way, you're stumbling,
fumbling, stumbling,
whatever,
you make a gap.
Whatever. I mean, you're saying the standards for me on winning at the highest level is not perfection, okay? You're going to get through moments where you're going to stumble, and, I talk to the kids about this. You're going to have your moments. By the way, the freaking guy from Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah.
They come back, they scored a touchdown. Throws the ball perfectly to the tight end in a corner. Like, it couldn't be easier.
Andrews
to catch the ball. We can't play this clip because of ESPN. Drops the ball to go to. I mean, do you realize how he feels the quarterback, and he knows too many fun. He took full responsibility. They're going to have a tough offseason.
Oh, yeah.
Everywhere they go, hey, how you doing, man?
Yeah.
Stop asking me how I'm doing.
Yes.
Hey, man, I'm so sorry. Shut up, right?
Yep.
I don't want to hear it. So it's part of life when you're on the what do you call it, the big screen. Well, let me dude, relax, okay? There's two ways. Sometimes both ideas can be both right and wrong, and sometimes intelligence is being able to entertain opposing ideas and kind of get it. There's a part that's like, it's getting late, let's go. You're going to turn 60 years old in 16 years, okay? And that's true.
It is.
But you know what the other side is? We got a long life to live.
Yep.
Life is long, and life is short. They're both right. Vivek is a star led into a superstar that pissed a lot of people off. And while you're coming up, you also have to sometimes realize the people that are in your ear telling you, you're amazing, you're amazing, you're amazing, you're amazing, you're amazing. You have to mute those people. It's not easy to do. Valedictorian, da-da-da-da-da, pa-pa-pa-pa-pa. But I think he's going to recreate himself as these types of personalities always do, and he's going to come back, and you're going to see him. Right now, if I'm a mind reader, and I'm not, and if I sat there, in his mind, he's counting 12 years. You know what 12 years is? You know what 12 years is? It's the next time Vivek's going to have a shot at being a president.
Yeah, because the next in line would probably be J.D. Vance.
That's what it means. So he's calculating 52 years old.
Yep.
And that is very annoying to somebody that's extremely ambitious.
Well, of course.
Very annoying. So that's what he's going through right now. And again, my opinion, I haven't spoken to him in a while, but that's my opinion on this. This is going to be a very, very unique era we're going through, and we're going to learn a lot the next 4 years. And like I said, in 2025, the year of surprises, the surprises are just getting warmed up. So if you think you're very good at predictions, don't forget, go to vtnews.ai, make your predictions. There's 100 days we're going to go through. I think we're barely on day 19 of different predictions being made. Obviously, it's day 2 today, but there's been 19 predictions so far. Go claim your predictions. The next 100 days, we're going to go through this on a weekly basis on a podcast. We're excited to see which one of you guys is going to be very good at making predictions. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.